Anong sinasabi niya? Hi everyone! Assalamualaikum! Pinagawa ko yung asawa ko ng aming love story. So, ngayon ko pa lang siya makikita kung ano yung sinabi niya sa kanyang video. So, magre-react tayo kung tama ba yung bawat sasabihin niya or baka naman dihado ako. So, tingnan natin guys.
Hello everyone. Okay, how do I start this? Okay, so my wife just pushed me into this room and she said that people want to know how we met, so you have 10 minutes to tell them the fairy tale of how we met. So
Seryoso niya guys.
okay, so yeah, it was quite beautiful. So you know, I was just in the public library and just looking for some encyclopedia, and I was just looking the other way and I was walking and suddenly I bumped into someone and you know, all these books just fell on the ground. So and I looked down and there's this really cute girl looking back up, and you know, it's just
Anong sinasabi niya?
we're just there's this awkward moment where we're both apologizing to each other, and you know, I try to get down to help her pick the books,
Hey!
and you know, our
Sino yon?
heads just bumping
Wait.
each other,
Anong sinasabi
and
niya?
yeah, as I'm trying to pick up the books with her, you know, our hands accidentally touch each other.
What the
And, you know, we just say sorry and start walking in reverse. And as I'm walking away, all of a sudden, you know,
Wait, guys. Hindi ko alam kung saan siya kumuha ng kwento na to. Napanood niya na ata to sa TV, pero teka lang ha, hindi ganito yung kwento namin. Ala, ang sinungaling.
I hear this violin playing, telling me that, you know,
Wait lang. Nagkukwento ata siya ng ng movie na napanood niya.
I need to go back. I need to get back to her. And I just threw my books on the floor. And I look back and I see that she stopped too. And she's looking back at me. And she threw her books too. And now you've got these, you know, butterfly wings flapping and birds singing. And you've got
Siguro ito yung pangarap niyang fairy
this
tale.
violin playing
Hindi talaga to sa amin, guys. Hindi to yung kwento na nangyari sa amin.
in the back, and we just both start running towards each other. And we just hug each other so hard in a warm
Hindi ko alam kung nanonood siya ng Korean novela.
embrace, and that's how, you know, we just instantly fell in love with each other. I'm sorry, I'm just fucking with you. It's just bullshit. Sorry, I have to disappoint you, but there's no fairy tale story. We just met on the internet. Yeah. It's that simple. Yeah, we just went on a dating site and found each other. So
Sabi ko
it's
na
yeah, it's not that interesting. But yeah, maybe still a little bit interesting. So yeah, I can tell you that story if you want to know the truth. So yeah, I was just really bored back then. I was living in a different city in Taiwan, and I didn't have a lot of friends. And just one weekend, I was just bored out of my
Di ba?
mind.
Parehas kaming bored.
And I don't really like online dating. I just dislike it. I don't like to, find girls online and chat to them for days and months and years and, make up stories. I just think it's too fake. And one thing I've learned from my experience is that you cannot really know anyone unless you know them in person.
Guys.
You know, you want to know somebody, you spend time with them, you travel with them, and that's when you know who they are. So yeah, so I'm not really fond of internet. So the way I did it was very different. I was extremely direct. So I went to this website called OkCupid. That's the website usually foreigners use in Taiwan. So yeah, I had a profile, and so being a direct guy, this is what I did. So I just found the location of my city, and after I found the location of my city, there was a slider for distance. So it goes all the way up to like 300-400 kilometers range. You want to find somebody in that range. So I wasn't interested in long distance relationship, so I just dragged the slider down until it was I think it was like 5 kilometers, because I made an estimate. I thought, okay, if she lives within 5 kilometers, I can probably meet her in 10-15 minutes. And yeah, I was bored. I just wanted to meet someone immediately. In fact, my plan was, I don't remember what movie was playing that night, but I just wanted to find someone to go with me to watch a movie. I just didn't want to do it alone. So yeah, I just needed somebody really close. So that's what I did, and then I put another filter, ages between 20 and 30, women.
Oo guys, tama yun. Niyayaya niya ako ng 1 a.m. manood ng movie. Pero alam mo yun, yung para sa akin, movie? Pinanganak ba ako kahapon para yayain mo ako ng movie ng 1 a.m. 'di ba? Parang nakakapag-doubt na. Kasi hindi ko alam. Pero totoo yun na 1 a.m. pwede ka mag-last full show dito sa Taiwan. May talagang bukas na sinihan ng ganong oras. Pero 'di ba, anong iisipin mo as babae? Anong iisipin mo na yayayain ka at 1 a.m., 'di ba?
Of course. And yeah, that's about it. So I just got like a bunch of women, and I messaged all of them, using a simple logic. You want to hit something, you throw as many times as possible.
So imagine guys, kaka-install ko lang nung app na yon. Hindi ko pa alam kung paano siya gawin. Kasi nga, parang, alam mo yon, naghahanap ako ng makakausap na yung bored kasi ako sa trabaho ko. Basta sa kalagayan ko, kasi parang alam mo yon, yung hindi gumagana yung utak ko. Parang lahat ng physical. So, I tried to install the app. So, parang may makakausap akong, alam mo yon, parang English. Gagana yung isip ko, parang gagana yung mga brain cells mo din. Na hindi purong physical work ang ginagawa mo. At least mapapaisip ka, ano bang pwede mong sabihin dito? English eh. Parang ganun. Homesick ako, sobrang down na down ako. Parang, alam mo yon, malayo ka sa pamilya mo. Kaya naiintindihan ko yung mga OFW na iba. Kaya medyo nagkakaroon ng ganun na nakakahanap sila ng mga boyfriend at girlfriend sa ibang bansa. So, nandun yung sobrang lungkot na kailangan mo ng kausap. So, okay. Patuloy natin.
So I think I messaged like 4 or 5 women that night.
My God. 4 or 5 women? Typical guy, 'di ba? Typical guy na madami kayong kausap. Tapos kung sino lang mabingwit nila, yun na yun.
It was in 2016. Yeah, it's like March or May. Oh shit, I don't remember the months. Yeah, I'm not good at that. So yeah, I was just
March.
yeah.
Yeah, that's March.
I messaged these 4 or 5 women, and I was very polite, very gentleman-like. I just said, hello, how do you do, what's your name? And just, I jumped right into it. I said, would you like to watch a movie with me? So, yeah, you can imagine, the response wasn't very good because, they immediately thought I was a weirdo or some creep or someone who wants to rape or something, because they just thought like, what the fuck, just a third message. You just directly say, let's meet. And it's
Diba? Nakakatakot kasi.
actually, it was midnight and I was suggesting we meet right there and then. But being honest, I had no bad intention. I really just wanted to go out for a movie, and that's exactly what I told them. So 4 women rejected me, and they're very surprised because, once they rejected me, I just politely said, oh, that's all right, thank you for your time, and I moved on. I didn't have a bad remark. And so that's where I found, my wife now. So I don't know what she was doing on their website. I don't know why she was online, but I messaged her too, and her response was different. She did not reject me. She just said, I'm sorry it's late. And she said, like, how about another time? Yeah. That was the only difference between her and the 5 other women. So had she not given me, this response, I don't know if we would have met. So yeah, so that's what he said.
Kasi that time, guys, para sabihin ko sa inyo, hindi siya ganyan kapayat. So, yeah, chubby siya. Nag-undergo lang siya ng surgery para sa kanyang kalusugan.
And so that's how I ended up talking to her for a few more days. Not so much, just like, where are you from, what do you do, these kind of things. And I kept pushing for the meeting. And as I said, I don't really like internet dating. And I can imagine, she's, living alone in Taiwan. She would obviously be scared of meeting someone, especially maybe Pakistani guy. This all kind of stereotypes. So yeah, but I kind of convinced her. So just one day I was just insisting, and I told her, at least go out with me for a tea, because I said, like, it's the 3rd day, and for me that's too long. I don't want to make this into a chatting relationship. I don't want to talk on the internet. I just want to meet. So the good thing is she agreed. She said, okay, just this is where I live, come and we'll go for a tea. And had she not agreed, I probably would not have continued talking to her, because I think maybe I'm lazy, or I just don't have time for, these kind of things. So
Kaya sabi ko, kung talagang seryoso siya, sa labas kami nag-meet na may guard. Doon mismo sa tapat ng guard, kasi talagang takot ako, lalo sabi ko foreigner to.
I went and picked her up, and
Tapos
yeah, it was very awkward. Yeah. And I was really stupid because I wore a suit in summer.
Napaisip ako kasi bakit siya nakasuot? Kasi bago pa yung nagtatanungan na kami, saan ka nagtatrabaho, ganyan, no oras trabaho mo. So, ang trabaho niya is 8 to 5. Pero yung araw na yon parang Sabado. Kasi ang trabaho niya Monday to Friday lang. Sabi ko, ba't siya nakasuot? Parang wala naman siyang trabaho. Yun pala, para i-impress niya lang ako na, diba, may pagsuot pang nalalaman, wala naman siyang trabaho. Tapos, yun, guys, alam mo yun, kung paano ako, parang okay lang din, nagka-interest din ako na i-meet siya, kasi nga, sa messaging namin, parang, alam mo yun, na hinahanap ko kasi yung malakas yung sense of humor. So, bago pa na kami nag-meet, nakita ko na siya, nag-video call na kami. Nakita ko na kung ano yung build ng katawan niya. Wala ako dun I'm not into, body or whatever. tumitingin ako dun sa ugali. So yun, sabi ko parang okay siyang kasama, ang saya-saya niyang kasama, bubbly, ganun. So yun na nga, nag-meet kami sa labas ng dorm, tapos yun, sabi niya mag-coffee kami, and then ihahatid niya na lang daw ako diretso sa pagtatrabahuhan namin. Kasi yung place ng pinagtatrabahuhan namin is parang magkatalikuran lang yung building. Hindi namin alam yon na magkatalikuran lang yung building namin. So, yun.
Pant, coat, and tie, and shirt. And I didn't look nice. Yeah, definitely didn't look nice. I looked like Mr. Potato. Because, yeah, back then I was really, really big. Now, it's just my personal opinion, but I thought I was fucking ugly. I was like 90 kilos and I had like huge face and a huge belly and I had this big goatee. So I think I didn't look, I wasn't very pleasing to the eye, personally speaking. And but in those days I was planning to do something drastic. I was going to do something to lose a lot of weight, and I thought like I'm going to get fit and I'm going to be handsome, you know, and once I'm fit and I'm handsome, I can get any girl I want. So I should do it now when I'm still ugly, because if I can find someone who loves me now, then later when I'm more good looking, you know, she will just get a bonus, something she didn't expect. And for me, I would trust her more because I would know she's not in it for the looks. And of course, you know, that's a very biased opinion about myself. I don't really think I look good now even after I've lost weight, but back then that's what I thought. I thought if I'm thin, oh, the girls will be all over me. Yeah, well, it didn't happen. Thanks God I didn't wait. So yeah, we got in the car and it was a funny ride because when she sat with me in the car and she could see that I was wearing a suit, which was awkward, and I was struggling to do the steering wheel, you know, to move it. The reason was because my belly was so big. When I would turn the car, you know, it would hit my belly. I don't know what I was thinking, you know. I couldn't imagine she would be happy to see me or want to go out again with me after she saw how I looked. But yeah, she was very quiet, very reserved, and being the fat ass that I was back then, I took her to like a Starbucks or something, and like I said, I was a fat ass, I love to eat, so I ordered like 2 desserts, like pastries, and a couple of drinks. And you know, my wife is not really an eater. She's very fit, eats very little, you know, she exercises. So when I ordered all those heavy, high-calorie things, she didn't really touch anything. And, you know, I was very talkative, but she wasn't really responding to me. She was very reserved, very quiet, only answers when you ask something. So, but yeah, I was hoping she would be busy in the conversation because I only waited 5 minutes, and then I said, you know, are you going to eat that? And she said, no, go ahead. So I just took a few big bites. So that was like the first date. I ate her food. I ate both pastries, mine and hers, and it wasn't slow. Like 2 or 3 big chunks and all clean. And like 10 minutes, the food is gone. I couldn't help myself. Yeah, so I was trying to look like a gentleman. I was wearing a suit, but I ate like a pig. Yeah, so, and yeah, that's essentially our first date. And yeah, like 15 minutes it was over, and I took her back to her place. That's it. That was it. And I absolutely did not expect that we would go out again, but I don't know what she saw in me, but for some reason she agreed another time, you know, to go out with me again. And the other time was, you know, I took her to a park that has a lake, you know, and you know, there's like a beautiful moon and there's like stars, and it's a very quiet and peaceful place, you know, lots of greenery. You know, you can see the moon shining in the water. So I just took her to the edge of that place, and we just both sat down, and we put our legs in the water. That's it. And we were just talking, and there was a second date, and that's how it got started. And yeah, before you know it, 6-7 months later, I was different. I did end up losing a lot of weight, so I was fit, and I was very happy with myself. And like by the end of 2016, we were thinking about marriage, and we did it then. It was not easy.
Kami ng 2 buwan, tapos pang 3 months, naging kami.
I had to spend 1 year to convince my father, and
So, paano ba kami nag-jump na magpakasal na kami? So, later a while, parang, yun. Nung nalaman niya na mag-e-end na yung kontrata ko, tapos, tinanong niya ako kung may plano pa akong bumalik sa Taiwan. So, sabi ko hindi na kasi, may plan yung, nagpaplano akong mag-Italy. Yun, sabi niya sa akin, what if magpakasal na tayo? Nasa loob kami ng sasakyan, ihahatid niya ako sa trabaho. Sabi niya, what if magpakasal na tayo? So, syempre, parang nagulat ako, teka lang, parang ready na ba ako? Parang... So, yun. Okay, sige. Parang na-excite ako na alam mo, hindi ko malaman na excite ako, na nalungkot ako, na na-shock ako. Lahat ng emotions nandun. Hindi ko alam kung oo ako o ano, kasi hindi ko pa alam eh. So later, pumayag nga ako. And then, tama yung sinabi niya na 1 year halos yung ginugol niya para ipaalam sa pamilya niya.
Yeah. After I convinced him, the other biggest struggle was, trying to get married in Taiwan, which was extremely difficult. But I struggled a lot. I was fighting with Taiwanese embassy back in Saudi Arabia, in Philippines. I was arguing with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Taiwan and immigration, everybody, because it's extremely difficult for 2 foreigners to get married in Taiwan. But I did it, and we ended up having a small party, and we got married in Taiwan finally. And shortly after that, we had another wedding in Philippines. And then finally we had another wedding in Pakistan. So I've skipped quite a lot, to be honest, but that's basically how we met. It's not some fairy tale, it's very simple. And I know people have some stigma around internet dating, like they're shy to tell people when they met someone on the internet. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. We're living in the 21st century. 90% of what we do is on the phone and internet, so it's only obvious that that's what we would use to find love and connection and friends. So I think that's okay. It's okay to meet people on the internet. The only advice I'll give you is don't drag it on. Don't talk for months, and don't really go too long distance unless there's a serious attempt to physically meet face to face, because otherwise it's just crap. So we met on the internet, but it was very short meeting on the internet. And I think the date of the meeting, you better get it from Jane. I forgot. I think it was May? Shit. It was May? Oh. Okay, I'm going to get in trouble for this. But,
So, yun, akala ko ibang sa una, akala ko ibang asawa yung nagkukwento. Asawa ko ba to? Parang ibang love story yung kinakwento.
So, that's how we met. And if anything else you want to know, I'll be happy to oblige. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.